Hi, it's Michele Kerr. I'm the genealogist with the Society of Indiana Pioneers, and I thought I'd just slip in here real quick. I was doing a search for a will or probate record for a Thomas Mason who lived in Montgomery County, Indiana, and I thought you might enjoy seeing what I came up with, especially if you have any Montgomery County, Indiana ancestors. Did a search under ancestry in their U.S. wills, Indiana wills and probate records. And while there were some Thomas Masons come up, there were none under Montgomery County. And when I went to look under browse individual records, which I've mentioned before, I went to the county looking for Montgomery. It's not anywhere to be found. So it's not within the ancestry's wills and probates. So then I thought, well, I'll just do a little search and see if there was anything online that I could find as far, maybe Montgomery County has their lines, all their probate records online themselves. And it came up with this FamilySearch underneath the wiki in here, and mentioned that once these the collection of records are being scheduled to become available on FamilySearch. And I thought, I should probably just take a look and see if it's already happened. So they were looking for the probate records. So I went to FamilySearch.org and signed in and go to search and go to catalog. And then you can type in Indiana and look for Indiana, Montgomery. And it brought up the state, or well, I guess I can just go back here real quick and show you what it brought up. Here's a list of things for Montgomery County. And I went down to probate records and clicked on that. And there are 8 items in here. The one that I'm really interested in is the Montgomery County probate records through 1882. And the gentleman I'm looking for, Thomas Mason, passed away in 1846, and his son passed away, William D. Mason, passed away in 1875. So as you can see here, there are a lot of probate case files. These are all within boxes, and it goes on, and there's 5 pages of these. So looking through these would be almost impossible. And I also noted that it looked like this was restricted somehow, so I wasn't quite sure I was going to get into it, but I went ahead and clicked on this one since it included it's the files index for the probate cases. Clicked on it, and it brought me right here. So I was kind of excited, even though it had the little lock on there. I wasn't quite sure if I would get in or if it was going to require me to go to a family site, Family History Center site, in order to get in, but it did. And I'm not going to bore you with this, but actually this is all alphabetical, so I just literally scrolled down through this, pages and pages and pages, or not pages, but just scrolling down and down and down, and finally got to the M's. And I didn't locate Thomas Mason, but I did continue on down, and in 1875 found his son William D. Mason. So I'm going to go ahead and click to that slide. 347. You can see there's 645 of these slides. So if you come up here to this left, that's kind of how you get into this. This happened to be the slide that I was looking at, and if I click over here on the left, I can view that single image, and it zooms it right in for me. And down here at the very bottom is William D. Mason. The time of the probate was in 1876, and this is the box number. So that's really important in here. It's box 77. And if we go back over here, just kind of getting in and out of this, zooming in and out is as easy as that, and it takes you right back out. Very quick and easy and nice interface. So my next thing I went to was to go back to that listing here of all the box numbers. And scrolling down and going through the different pages, I could see the box numbers were getting bigger and went to 77. And I'm not going to bore you with going through all of these, but ends up being this very first one, which of course I didn't see it right to begin with and ended up going through all the rest of them and coming back to this one. The thing I noticed, and maybe it's just my computer today, was that it did seem a little laggy on here and and did not seem to fill in the pages very well for me. So so I had to keep scrolling and clicking and seeing if it was going to fill in any more at the bottom of the page. I'm going to go ahead and go to the actual record for William D. Mason, and I'm going to come up here and click on this View Single Image. And there we are. We've got the folder. This is really incredible. The information that you get on Ancestry's probate records, you can get in there, but you will not see color scans of this. It's all going to be black and white. And this is just phenomenal to be able to look through this and see the scans of the original papers. And so his son, Thomas L. Mason, actually was the administrator, which is an extra treat, as I'm just kind of clicking through here, because he signs his name in multiple places. He had to sign it here as being the administrator. He actually writes, I believe that this is even in his hand writing. Just kind of flip through here quick. Let's see. And he signs like right, if I go back there, you can see where he signed Thomas L. Mason right up here at the top. Pretty incredible. And he also then goes through and needs to have his mother, Nancy Mason. And so Nancy Mason ends up being the applicant's great-great-grandmother. So she is now able to see her great-great-grandmother's signature on this paper. And it's just incredible what you can find in some of these boxes if the county has these that have been scanned. Again, here's her signature, which is, at this time, it's very common to only have a mark show up where you have just the X by the name, and they X, somebody else writes their name and they just X by it to acknowledge the fact that they have signed. But you have multiple people in here. He's got siblings that signed for it. The monument stone was done, the ditch or the hole for the tombstone to be lowered into. He's got here's some other family members that needed to sign. These were my siblings. And here's Nancy's signature again. Just incredible. So I just wanted to let you know, again, this is not, Montgomery County is one of the few counties that is not located in Ancestry's probate and wills. And so it's absolutely wonderful. Have not gotten in now. My next step is to go look and see how many other counties have their probate records uploaded and see what's available now that I've found this for Montgomery County. But this is quite a big deal. Especially when it's got the index. Trying to go through the hundreds of these boxes individually is definitely overwhelming, and there's not always a rhyme or reason to it. So it would take hours and days and weeks to probably process it through. But having the index of it is absolutely imperative, and they did with this. So just wanted to stop in and mention that I had found this and give you a little view of it. And also just remember, when you're back in Ancestry and you're looking through, if you don't find your ancestor in the wills, make sure you go through and click on this Browse Individual Records and come down here and click on the county you're looking for, because Ancestry only has recorded, made available to search these 3 will records down here. Well, actually maybe 4. These like 4 last lines. All the rest of these books are available. Probate order books, which are wonderful. Partition records, extremely good. Complete probate records. You don't want to leave anything out when you're looking through this. So anyway, happy hunting and take care.